time for the main events.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. So today we got the ringside report for the island. We also got a ton of ringside pass news and a bunch of new reveals for the game. As I'm making this video, there's probably a bunch more reveals going up. So I'm going to try to get out 3 videos today, so stick around on the channel. The first one, we're going to talk about the island and all the new island information. Let's go over to the ringside report and discuss. Alright, here we are over on the ringside report. It says WWE 2K26 ringside report, the island. They finally got some island information, and we'll watch the trailer here in a second. It says we're just a few weeks away from early access for those who have purchased the WWE 2K26 Attitude Era or the Monday Night War Edition, and we're excited to share with you all the updates that are in store for the island. This is to give you a little more insight. We're excited to have none other than Cody Rhodes, the leader of the Order of Tradition, give you the scoop himself. Alright, so let's watch this trailer. Have it break down here a little bit. It shouldn't be too loud. And we'll do a slowdown. It does look a little better. I won't know until I actually get in there, but let's listen.
A lot has changed this year. The island is now bigger and more social than ever before. 3 factions are bidding for control of the island.
Wow, Rhea Ripley looked good.
Order of Anarchy.
Anarchy.
And the Order of Shadows.
Shadows. Okay. Yeah, Undertaker themed like I thought.
Culture, its own goals, and its own motivations.
Oh, they got the good live in there. All right.
This year on the island, you'll encounter new features like playing towers.
Towers. Didn't they have that in 2K20?
Stage, unlocking order rep and ascending to the top of the leaderboard. And it's not just the island that's changed. You now have more customization and more opportunity for progression than ever before. There are even new ways to play, solo or with your friends. The island really is in your
We're going to break this down here in a second.
Destroy your opponents, win your battles, climb the leaderboards, and one day, you may be lucky enough to earn a championship. The all-new island allows you to battle unlike...
I like the jump pads. I think that's going to be a lot of fun with buddies. Boom! The island. Alright, so there you have it. There is the trailer. Now let's break this down real quick and then we'll go through the rest of the information. So like a play-by-play. Look how much bigger these social areas are now. That's really cool. And it looks like there's like a tag team thing where you can play online against other, like in a tag team rather than just one-on-one. That was one of the biggest complaints with the island last year, was the fact that all the matches online were basically 1v1. So that's cool to see. You can do tag matches. I really like this whole hero setup. Looks like you can go up above. So it looks like there's a lot bigger areas to explore, which is what I was hoping for, because the island, even though it wasn't gigantic, having to run anywhere and not have like quick travel kind of like sucked in a way. It's like, I want to go to this shop real quick and see what's new, and you couldn't do that. All right, let's play a little head here more. I mean, look how much bigger these areas look. And you can move the camera way up now. That's really cool. I like how much bigger. It looks like the scale got bigger. And I wonder if that's... I mean, it was only on Next Gen. And then we get a good look at the Tribal Chief. I made that in a thumbnail. Or at least I tried to. Like, the statue was destroyed. And it didn't turn out well. But, yeah. It's almost exactly like how I did it, which is kind of funny. Alright, then we got the 3 factions. And what I'm worried about is they're showing the same creation parts that were in the last game, and none of those creation parts could be customized. If that is again the case this year, then every single creation part in the mode is useless to me. Holy crap, this is cool. So you get a good look at how everything's just pretty much like the king has been overthrown, the whole area is in shambles, and there's 3 factions trying to take power. I think it's a really cool concept, and I might be playing this mode more than My Rise this year. I was really excited for this last year. I just didn't like how they monetized the crap out of it. So you might see me on this mode the most this year. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. This and, of course, Creation Suite, especially now that we can actually use more creation tools. Let's keep going. Another good look at the, I want to say, the Taker Church Chapel, or, of course, Judgment Day. It looks like Rhea Ripley is going to be the leader of that. And they have a picture of all the leaders down below, so we'll get to that in a second. I just really like how this looks. Like, I just wish the way they went about it is what I don't like. And of course, you got the city area with the Nike, and this is the whole reason why I think they introduced the island. It's because they're trying to get real brands in here to get players to spend money on real stuff. And that's, to me, I don't care about Nike. I don't care about Jordans. I don't care about the WWE shop. I want to buy custom original stuff, like original parts that I can make my own thing with. But that's me. I know a lot of people like the realistic things. They want to make themselves in the game. And here's a good look at Rhea Ripley. That is a great character model. I think that's the best she's ever looked. I mean, look at the detail in her jacket and the hair and everything. She looks fantastic. And here's a good look at the Creator Wrestler with, ooh, that's a new arm tattoo. That's really cool. I don't remember that one being in it. So looks like we'll be getting more tattoos. I mean, they're going to flood this stuff with content. I really like the way the insides look. See, I like the fantasy stuff. That's what I like most about wrestling. Then the Order of Tradition, which we saw. This looks really cool. This looks right out of Justice League. Like if you watch the old Batman animated series, this looks like Gotham, the way it's designed. That is really cool. I really dig it. Really, really dig that. And of course, the Order of Anarchy, which is kind of looks like it's themed like Joker a little bit, which of course is CM Punk. This is kind of cool. Very industrial. I really hope that we get these arenas in exhibition mode, but you know they're not going to do that. I really want these in there because once the servers are gone, we lose those cool arenas. There's a good shot of the outside. Man, this looks way bigger than it was last year. Oh, man, look how huge that is. That is so cool. Man, 2K, if you're watching this, which I seriously doubt, please make these available in offline modes. Even if I have to like beat the entire mode to unlock them, please. These are so cool. I want all of these in my exhibition mode. There's a good look at Cody. There's a bunch of other creator wrestlers. There's the Good Live, if you know what I mean. I can't believe that's the outfit they picked for the game, or the attire. she was crazy for doing that. And then, of course, in a big faction fight for one of the storylines. That's pretty cool. These look like awesome new creation parts. I don't recognize these at all. And is that a new hairstyle? That might be a new hairstyle. Nice. More creation parts. And then they got these towers, which I'm not excited for because sometimes they'll make these things ridiculously difficult. Like, I don't know, man. And they got different paths. But the one thing that I disliked about the first one, or 2K25's The Island, was the fact that there wasn't much to do after you complete the storyline. If you wanted to keep getting experience points and getting VC, you kind of had to go through and play online matches. Now, here's a good look at some new creation parts in the mode. So we got Kane's attire. We got Braun Breaker. We got some other new attires in here. I don't recognize this one. That one's pretty cool. Ooh, that one's cool. This new superhero suits, Locked to the Island. Hopefully, you can change the color this year. Let's watch this really slowly, because they have the cool two-tone color selector in the mode. We got better makeup and face paint. Looks like face template and body and face morphing. I don't know if the body morphing will be in this mode. Face photo capture. That is really cool. Facial region, so you can really get your face in the mode. I might play as me in this mode if I can't make my Mohawk guy. Well, I guess we'll find out. Then, of course, there's all the unlockables, banners, and all that kind of stuff for your character. Boom. Boom. Tag team stuff for online. I know your online players are probably going to play this a lot. Ooh. Oh, no, those pants were in it before. Okay, I'm like, are those new? Old creation parts. Boom. And then, of course, rank season time remaining. So this looks like, I don't know if you guys have played Pokemon Legends ZA. You can you start at rank Z every season, and you battle and try to get to rank A. And if you can get to rank A by the end of the season, you unlock a ton of new rewards and everything, and then it resets every season. So it looks like this is the same concept, except for in wrestling format. So you can see if you could try to get to the top of the leaderboards, it gives you something else to do. There's so much crap to do in this game. Why are we're going to get a 2K27. Why? Like, there's going to be some unlimited stuff to do in this game. Just build off this one. I've been saying that for years. All right, let's keep watching. And it looks like the challenges are back. Hall of Fame challenge. I'm okay with those, like where they're cumulative. And then the jump pad. And here is this armor that I bought in the last game. This is one of the first ones I bought because I thought this would look cool if I could customize this. And you cannot. You cannot customize this in the last game. Hopefully you can customize it this year. I'm really hopeful. And we get a good look at the new mechanics for the tightrope battles and throw them off the thing. Jeez. So this looks awesome. Okay, so let's go on to read the rest of this. It says, last year, players stepped onto the island and challenged Roman Reigns for control of the island of relevancy. With Roman Reigns gone, so too has the balance of power. 3 factions now compete to shape the future of the island, each with its own philosophy, leadership, and vision. In the Ringside Report, we're breaking down what's new this year on the island, including story updates, the different factions, progression system, and a ton of new features. Here are the 3 orders. The Order of Anarchy, the Order of Shadows, that's, like I said, the best character model she's ever had so far, and the Order of Tradition. Right now, I'm torn between the Order of Shadows and the Order of Tradition because it looks like Gotham City. It just looks really, really cool, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of superhero stuff. This is probably going to be The Undertaker, like Dark Judgment Day stuff, and of course the Order of Anarchy, Industrial, like, too bad Moxley or Dean Ambrose isn't in the game because he would definitely be the guy for this. I'm shocked it's not Seth Rollins because he has his own mode. CM Punk, he has his showcase mode. They're going to use him in this mode too? Okay. I thought maybe it would be Seth Rollins to give him some shine, but you know what? I'll take it. It's all about CM Punk this year. I'm actually okay with that. But yeah, I'm torn between these two. Heck, I'm torn between all 3. I'll have to wait and see what the rewards are for each one, but right now I'm leaning more towards the Order of Tradition, mainly because it looks like Gotham City, and I love freaking Batman, especially the animated series. It's freaking awesome. So I have a feeling the gear that you get while being in this faction will be more likened to the kind of wrestlers I create. Anyway, as mentioned, 3 factions have emerged, and players must now align themselves with one of these orders and help lead them to control. Each order brings a distinct identity and leadership to the island. Get a rundown of them below. The Order of Tradition. Forged in the squared circle, the Order of Tradition is a collection of true believers in the heritage and history of the business. Some operate honorably, while some may use more underhanded tricks to achieve their ends, though both methods are tried and tested. The common denominator, all have a vested interest in carrying the old ways forward and seeing them instilled in the next generation. From attention to in-ring skill and technical ability to a love of spectacle and over-the-top showmanship. Led by Cody Rhodes, they're fighting to inspire those principles through dominance on the island. The Order of Shadows. They found a natural home in the shadow of the former Deadlands. Members of this order find comfort in the unexplained and all that goes bump in the night. With an unofficial leader in Ripley, the Shadows has not only become a refuge for the freaks and the weirdos, but a rallying cry for those who wish to bring that weirdness out from the shadows entirely and reshape the island in their own image. Or tangling with this order teaches opponents to question their own senses and rethink what they believe is possible. There might be some bizarre missions on there. The Order of Anarchy. This order is not just for those who want to redefine the rules, it's for those who want to question the concept of the rules entirely. Big, bold, and unapologetic, they see the island not as it is, but as what it could be. Under the right leadership, of course, perhaps one of the most creative orders, Anarchy questions the status quo with not just words, but each and every action. Though the words are pretty good, too, helmed by CM Punk, they've got some of the boldest mic skills in the biz. And choose wisely, with each order, member is able to play every main pass story. Your allegiance will inform the specific viewpoint you have on the events as they unfold. Progression is more non-linear than before, allowing players to dive into story missions in a manner they choose. Additionally, each order also has a new enterable landmark location and a dedicated PvP arena for players to explore. Nice. The Scrapyard. At the center of much of the island dispute, and the very center of the island itself, sits the Scrapyard. When the arena where Roman Reigns was defeated was demolished following certain events, those on the island abandoned it and used it as a space to discard their trash as they moved in and started remaking the island to fit their needs. But as the legend of the defeat, or that defeat grew, the rumors spread. So did the whispers about what transpired and what had perhaps been left behind on those grounds. Now, each order fights for control of not only the island, but the Scrapyard. And for what it may hold, some are true believers in a hidden power, while others are only believers in the power of emerging victorious over an enemy. Whatever you believe, the Scrapyard is a combat zone like no other, to test yourself head-to-head against the best the island has to offer, and show up and show out for your order. In 2K26, the Scrapyard also features increased verticality that allows players to climb scaffolding, fight across elevated platforms, knock opponents off structures, and perform attacks from higher vantage points. All of this introduces new ways to play on the island. Now, this sounds a lot like the revenge mode in WrestleMania 19 back on the GameCube. This sounds like it's a precursor to that. If we get to that point in this mode, this will be my favorite mode. I don't know if you guys ever played WrestleMania 19 back on the Nintendo GameCube. That is one of my favorite wrestling games, mainly because it had this awesome revenge mode where like you could do a huge brawl in a shopping mall, a barge. You could throw people off a barge. There was an industrial warehouse. You can throw them off the top of the warehouse. It was insane stuff, and it was really fun because it made it feel like it was a 3D wrestling beat-em-up game. You know, those side-scroller beat-em-up games? It kind of felt like that, but a wrestling version. And it was so freaking fun. And I was super bummed when they stopped doing it or got rid of the revenge mode in Day of Reckoning and Day of Reckoning 2. They never brought it back. I'm like, man, I want that back. My Superstar Builder and Progression. We got a good look at the world taunts here and how this looks like it's going to be set up. Looks like you'll have normal taunts here too. And a good look at the character creator, or created character. In WWE 2K26, we've included additional customization options for your My Superstar. With the inclusion of the photo face feature, players can further customize their My Superstar just the way they want. World taunts are also a new inclusion. Want to DX chop someone on the island? Now players can express themselves the way they want via emotes, which can also be earned through progression on the island. A new addition to the island is the Prestige system, which introduces 4 progression tiers. Okay, this sounds like you can level up without using VC, although VC will probably still be an option. It says Recruit, overall 70 to 85, Disruptor, 75 to 90, Blueprint, 80 to 95, and then Legendary, 85 to 100. Each Prestige level has attribute caps. Upon reaching the cap, players unlock a prestige quest to advance to the next tier. Players can reach higher overall levels to gain access to more power, badges, and rewards. You know, they're packing so much into this year's game that a lot of people might skip next year's game because there's so much to do in this one still. I don't know why they're cramming so much stuff into one game if they're just gonna make a new one next year. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, is this all doable in 1 year? Do they want people playing this game every single day, all day? Because it looks like they've added enough stuff to do in here. Holy crap. Towers introduced a repeatable PvE experience that players can participate in endlessly to earn rewards and increase their reputation in each order. Players can choose their own tower run size, small, medium, large, just like Mortal Kombat, which determines the total number of stages a tower run contains. Every time the player starts a new tower run, their stage is randomly generated. Each tower stage contains a dynamic path of different node types consisting of matches, rewards, choices, and boss fights. Cool. The main reward to earn in tower mode is Order Reputation. By earning Order Reputation, players can gain access to a large table of rewards specifically for that order. Like I said earlier, I'm probably going to pick the Cody order or the Order of Tradition because I want the superhero stuff. Hopefully you can play through all 3 in one playthrough and you don't have to start a new character because that would be kind of annoying. Up for the challenge? Keep your eyes peeled for Mega Challenge Tower events. These are event towers tied to the season's theme and offer rare rewards for completion. Multiplayer updates. Multiplayer on the island sees a few major additions in WWE 2K26 as well. With My Tag, players can form a persistent two-person team and participate in cooperative multiplayer PvP activities across the island. Start looking for your tag team partner ASAP. Why is it only PvP activities? Why isn't there PvE activities? Like, why can't I play through all the story missions with a buddy? We need to get to that point. I don't care about PvP. We have lobbies for that. We don't need a whole separate mode for PvP. All right, whatever. Anyway, it says a few new match types have been added. Triple Threat, Fatal 4-Way, 2v2 PvP. Seasonal ranked play is also now included, so get ready to take on new challenges and claw your way to the top ranks. Reset each ringside pass season, so get ready to take on new challenges and claw your way to the top. Players progress from Bronze 4 to Platinum 1, with seasonal leaderboards for 1v1, 2v2, Order Reputation, and Championships. Cool. So it sounds like, for a lot of you online competitive players, they finally have something in place to give you online players that really want to just fight other people a lot to do. So that's really cool. Hopefully they have rolled back netcode so there's no lag. If you make it to the top, stay on your toes, because the top 10 players on a weekly leaderboards will be rewarded a championship belt. Now that's really cool. I know Mr. Dubs will probably love this because he loves playing online. I don't. So if you're looking for a tag team partner, buddy, you might want to ask someone else. With 3 orders vying for control, it's up to you to choose your allegiance and shape what comes next. So gear up and get ready to jump into the island in WWE 2K26. Holy crap, there's a lot of information in there. It sounds like if you love playing online against other people and you've been wanting a leaderboard system or more PvP stuff to do that actually has meaning, you guys are getting taken care of this year. I just hope that the internet connection and connectivity is much better than last year, because I know a lot of people are having issues with that. Hopefully they have some sort of rollback netcode for this, and they worked out the cheese moves so people don't cheese the same moves online over and over again. I know that's an issue in older wrestling games, so it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing them online. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that they're trying to put in here, and it just sucks that it's all locked to this island mode. This should just be a normal thing. This should be the menu. Like the island itself should just be the menu. Then you go over to Exhibition, you go over to My Rise, whatever, and then it activates those modes. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm a little excited for this one. I was really excited for the island mode last year until I got in there and I saw what it was. It sounds like they've improved it quite a bit, and the only thing that really has me worried about the mode is if the creation parts can be customized, because I don't see that in here at all. And if they can't be customized, then I don't know, man. I might play through the story and then keep up with it, because I'm sure they're going to drop it throughout the year, and then I might be done. If I can't customize the creation parts, why do we have locked creation parts in the mode? It makes literally no sense to me. How do you feel about this? Are you excited for the island this year? Because I am a little bit now. And as always, sound in the comments below, and stay frosty.